Hello kids, Shubha Mangalam. This is Hemalata at Little Scholar High School. Children, if I ask you what you all can see in your surroundings, okay? If I ask you what is that you can see or what are the things you can see around you, okay? Then what will be your answer? Definitely you are going to say that I can see my parents, I can see my grandparents, I can see my neighbors, I can see my brothers and sisters, my uncle and aunt. Then you will also say that I can see the animals, birds, I can see the plants, I can see the trees, isn't it? And definitely you will also say that yes, I can see my bench, I can see my chair, I can see my computer, I can see my bag, I can see my pencil box, lunch box, I can see vehicles, I can see buildings, I can see cars, isn't it? That means, what are you telling me? You are saying that you are seeing the things of two types, okay? You are seeing, or we all can see things of two types. One is living things and the other one is non-living things. Understood now? So, what all we can see, children, in our surroundings? We can see two types of things. One is living things and the other one is non-living things. Okay. Now what is this living things and what are non-living things? Yes, this is the question. Yes, then what are living things and non-living things we shall see. For example, if I ask you, when you are hungry, what you will do? You will say, teacher, I'll eat something, or during lunchtime I'll have my lunch, or dinner I will have my dinner, you will say. Okay. Then you are coming to school, isn't it, from your home? Then what are you doing? You are moving from one place to the other place, yes or no? Whenever you are hungry, you are eating something. Whenever you go to school, want to go to some other place, you are moving from one place to place. In your house also, you are moving from living room to bedroom, bedroom to kitchen, kitchen to veranda and all, isn't it? That means what we are doing? We are moving, or we are all moving. Okay. Then if you will go shopping and all. Now one important thing what we are doing is wherever we are, whether we are in house or whether we are outside or whether we are in a shopping mall, wherever we are, what we are doing? We are breathing, isn't it? What we are doing? We are breathing. Breathing is what? Taking in air and giving out air. So what is breathing? Taking in air and giving out the air. Okay, we are breathing. Okay, then we are eating, we are breathing, we are moving from one place to another place. Yes. Then we are growing also, isn't it? There is a growth period for certain time. For example, now you maybe you are in first class or second class. Imagine, okay? Your height is this much only. But when you go to 8th class, ninth class, 10th class, college, your height will increase, isn't it? Your body weight will increase, isn't it? There is a difference between the height of yours and your father, isn't it? There is a difference between the height of your sister who is in second class and the height of your mother, isn't it? That means children will be small in size. As they are growing up, the height and weight will increase, isn't it? You might have seen a newborn baby, isn't it? The newborn baby will be very small, but as the baby is growing, it crawls, it walks, and then it starts growing, and the height increases, the size increases, the weight increases, isn't it? That means what is happening? Yes, there is a growth also, isn't it? Now you might have seen the puppies, like you might have seen the dog giving birth to the young ones, isn't it? The young puppy, isn't it? The cat giving birth to a small cat, that is kitten, isn't it, children? That means what is happening? There is birth taking place, there is reproduction taking place. The animals are giving birth, the animals are giving birth to the young ones, okay, giving birth, that is reproduction. Okay, that is giving birth to the young ones. Okay, now you might have seen the small plant growing into a big plant, and some plants growing into trees also, isn't it? Whenever you might have potted a one small sapling, a small plant into the pot, what will happen? Slowly the plant will grow, isn't it? Slowly the plant will grow. It gives flowers, it gives fruits, isn't it? Now these are all the things like growth, okay, giving birth to the young ones, breathing, moving. All these are what, children? These are the characteristics, or these are the features of living things, isn't it? Now, I said that we are breathing. Okay, we are breathing, isn't it? We all are breathing. Even plants and animals also will breathe, isn't it? Plants and animals also breathe. We all are human beings. Your uncle, aunt, grandparents, myself, you, your brothers, sisters, your neighbors. All these are living beings, isn't it? Even plants and animals are also living beings. Yes, children. Why? Because plants, they are growing, isn't it? A small plant is going into a big plant or a big tree, isn't it? That means what? It is a growing. That is, it is also a living thing. Then the small kitten will become a big cat, isn't it? A small puppy will become a big dog, isn't it? That means animals are also growing, animals also need food, animals also breathe, animals also give birth to the young ones. So human beings, okay, that is we all, yourself, myself, uncle, aunt, brothers, neighbors, sisters, all we are all human beings. So human beings, animals or birds, and plants, all these are living things. Why these are living things? Because they grow, because they move, because they breathe, they take in the air, they eat, they grow, they sense, isn't it? What is sense? See, if I prick you with a small pencil, you will feel pain and you will withdraw your hand, isn't it? Maybe for example, your mother is cutting vegetables in the kitchen. What will happen? By mistake she may get a cut, so it pains, isn't it? Maybe your father is cutting one paper, so some by mistake, if it may damage the finger, so he feels the pain, isn't it? If any sharp object is there and we are by mistake, if we are keeping our leg on the sharp object, it pains, isn't it, children? So we have sense also, isn't it? We feel the pain, we feel the hunger, we grow, we breathe. So all the living things. So what are the living things? The human beings, plants and animals are the living things, okay? The human beings, the plants, the animals are the living things. Why they are living things? Because they grow, they feel the pain, they eat, isn't it? They give birth to the young ones. All these are there. That is the reason they are called as living things. Now, if your table is kept in your study room, okay? Now, for example, your table is there in your study room. Will the table move from the study room to the kitchen on its own? You have to lift and then only keep. It will not walk on its own, isn't it? Now the benches which are there in your school will walk and come to your house? No. The bag which is there in the shelf will come to you automatically by walking? No. Will the bag eat the food? Will the computer eat the food? Isn't it? If you beat on the bed with the stick, will the bed feels the pain? Yes. Maybe you are taking one stick and just giving the kick on the door. Okay, for example, you are beating on the door. Will the door feel the pain? A sound will come. That's it. A sound will come, but will the door will have any pain? No, isn't it? So this chair, the benches, the table, the almara, the compass box or your pencil box, your lunch box, your cot, door, computer, all these are what? These are non-living things. These are non-living things. Will a computer move from its place, from one place to other place? No. If your father has bought one computer, will one computer will become 2-3 computers? No. If you kick on the bench or anything, will the bench feel the pain like us? If I if I like for example, if I keep my leg on the sharp object, I feel the pain and I'll say, ah, ouch, like, isn't it? But if you are kicking something on the table or you are beating something on the bench, will the bench will feel the pain? No, isn't it? So all these are non-living things, okay? The table, the door, the calendar, the paper, the pencil, the scale, the eraser, the computer, whatever you think, they are the rivers, the mountains, all these are non-living things, okay children? So we can say that whatever the things we see in our surroundings, okay, whatever the things we see in our surroundings, that is in our surroundings, they are of two types: living things, non-living things, okay? So what are the things we see as surrounding us? We see two types of things surrounding us, that is living things and non-living things, okay? And we said that why living things and non-living things are different. We'll do it once again. See, living things, non-living things, okay? Living things, non-living things. Living things will grow. I have kept a tick mark here, isn't it? Living things will grow. The small baby will become a child. The child will become an adult, isn't it? The small plant will become a big tree, isn't it? The small puppy will become a dog. That means these are living things. So they will grow. They will grow. So living things like animals, plants, human beings, they will grow. And non-living things like the books or any tools or scale, the nail cutter, anything you can see, okay, the clips, the stapler, anything, they are non-living things. They will not grow. They will not grow. If the size of the pin is this much, it will be this much only for many years also. It will not change at all. It will be the same. So these are non-living things. So living things will grow and non-living things do not grow, okay? Then breathe, okay? Breathe. Breathe, okay? Now we breathe. Living things breathe. Yes, you see that you are taking in air, isn't it? It is required by us, otherwise it is difficult, we cannot survive, okay? Even plants and animals also breathe. They also take in the air, they also give out the air, okay? So living things breathe. Living things breathe. Living things breathe. Non-living things do not breathe. Do you think that a computer will breathe? It will take in the air and give out the air? Is your the study table is taking in the air and giving out the air? No, these are non-living things. Non-living things do not breathe, okay? Then eat food. We human beings will eat food. Whenever we are hungry, we eat the food. The animals will eat the food, isn't it? Okay, so the animals, okay, the animals, the human beings, whenever they feel hungry, they eat food, okay? But non-living things do not eat anything, isn't it? Is your computer table eating anything? Are you providing lunch, dinner to your computer table? Are you giving any food to your pencil box? Are you giving food to your study table? Are you giving food to your television? No. Why? Because these are non-living things. These are non-living things, okay? Then so they do not eat food. Then move. Yes, we move from one place to another, isn't it? We move from bedroom to kitchen, kitchen to living room. Maybe we are going to shopping malls, we are going to cinema theaters, we are going to temples, we are going to school, we will go to offices also, isn't it? That means we are moving, isn't it? And animals also move from one place to another, isn't it? Animal will not sit in one place only. Animals also will move from one place to the another. But you may have a doubt that plants also will not move. Plants do not move, but they bend towards the sunlight, okay? Plants will not move from one place to the other place, but they bend towards the sunlight. That is a type of movement, okay? So plants bend towards the sun. That is a type of movement. That means living things move from one place to the other place. Understood, children? So move, living things move, non-living things do not move. Then sense. Sense means what? See, if any sharp object is pricking, you will feel the pain, isn't it? You will withdraw your hand back. For example, there is a, by mistake, you are in an art class, maybe you are cutting one paper, okay? You are cutting some color paper. What will happen? By mistake, the scissors may cut your finger, isn't it? Then you will feel the pain, isn't it? When you beat the animals, they will shout, isn't it? They will shout. So even the animals also have the pain. The human beings have the pain. Yes, even plants also have the sense, isn't it? Even the plants also have the sense. When you cut the tree, don't it break down, isn't it? It also has a sense towards the sunlight, like that. Oh, we can say in that sense, okay? So animals and human beings also have sense. That is, living things can sense. Living things can sense. But non-living things do not sense. Non-living things do not sense. Okay. Now give birth. Give birth. You might have seen a dog giving birth to a puppet, isn't it? The cat giving birth to a kitten, isn't it? So living, the human beings give birth to the young babies. The human beings give birth to the young babies. The new plant will arise from a small seed. The new plant will arise from a small seed. So living things give birth. Non-living things do not give birth. Non-living things do not give birth. That means how many types of things we see in our surroundings? We see two types of things in our surroundings. Living things and non-living things. Living, the things which have life. Things which have life are called as living things. Things which have life are called as living things. So all the living things like human beings, plants, animals will grow, they breathe, they eat food, they move, they sense, and they give birth to the young ones. They give birth to the young ones. So this is about a small topic regarding the living things and non-living things. Okay. Now if I ask you one thing, tell me whether it is a living thing or a non-living thing. Quick. Okay. Your uncle, living thing, because he moves from one place to another place, he eats, isn't it? So living thing. Now your television, it is a non-living thing. Wherever you fix the television, it for years together, the television will be there only. Television will not drink, television will not eat, isn't it? Okay. Now your book, okay, your book, is it a living thing or non-living thing? It is a non-living thing. You will just read the books, and wherever you keep the book will be there only until and unless you lift it and keep it in some other place, isn't it? You have to lift the book and keep it in some other place, but it will not move on its own, isn't it? So the book is a non-living thing. Okay. For the nail cutter, which is used to pare your nails, okay, which is used to trim your nails, is it a living thing or a non-living thing? It is a non-living thing. Will the nail cutter grow in size? No. It will eat anything? No. So it is a non-living thing. Okay. Then your sister. Yes, she is a living being, isn't it? She plays with you. She moves here and there. She eats. She drinks. She goes to school. She goes to shopping, isn't it? Now, when she was in UKG, she is of this much size. Now she is in 8th. When she goes to 8th class, she will become much taller in height, isn't it? She'll become much taller. So living things and non-living things are the things which we see in our surroundings. Understood, children? So today we have discussed about living things and non-living things. So we have, what we have done in the classwork, learnt about living and non-living things. Okay, and homework is learn the same. Okay children, so this is about our today's topic. Okay, just go through the points and you will able to learn them. Okay, thank you, have a good day.